YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Trey Mace. We back at it again with another one on Famous Mace's Sports. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff for the algorithm, man. We're gonna jump right into this video. We got the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. First game was Texans versus the Chiefs. Texans versus the refs. Y'all know how it is playing against Kansas City. They get every favorable call that goes their way. If your team is playing that team, just know it's going to be a lot of bullshit calls that hurt your team and benefit the Chiefs. And that's exactly what we seen on Saturday, man. That penalty on Will Anderson Jr. was absolutely pitiful. You could even hear the announcers really disappointed about the call. They didn't agree with the call at all. No one did. It's football at the end of the day, man. You acting like you can't touch a quarterback that's throwing the football. It makes zero sense to me. Makes zero sense to Texans fans, I'm sure. And for them to go out there and make those calls against a team that's trying to win the game is detrimental. You can't win a game, overcome all of these penalties that the refs just favor the Chiefs with. You know what I mean? CJ Stroud, he didn't play bad. The Texans didn't play bad. They actually hung in there. They did what they could. That fourth down, 4th and 10, when they were down only one possession was kind of dumb, if you ask me, D'Amico Ryans. But at the end of the day, you got to go for it when you're playing a team like this because the refs are on their side, and it's just hard to overcome that, truly. I feel like the Texans got cheated out of this game. I know those calls didn't come in late in the game, but man, every minute counts in an NFL playoff game. Like every call counts. So I feel bad for the Texans, man. My heart goes out to them. And CJ Stroud had a lot to say in his press conference. And let's listen to what he had to say.
Yeah, those things are tough. I'm not going to go back and forth on what I thought was a call, what I thought wasn't a call, it's one of those things you kind of know what's up before you even walk in the arena. And we got to be better at just being accountable and sound. And, some things, I think we had a couple calls that weren't called that I'm begging for, but at the same time, it is what it is. Like I can't argue with the ref and at the same time play football. I got to go and do my job. So,
Yeah, so I don't want to talk too much about that game. I can't even congratulate Kansas City. I do not like them. I don't think they deserve to win. I think they get too many favorable calls in there that go their way, and my heart goes out to the Texans. Better off next year, man. The next game we had was the Washington Commanders versus the Detroit Lions. And I gotta tell y'all something, man. That dude Jaden Daniels is the real deal. Like, he's dumb nice, bro. Like, he made so many plays out there with his arm, with his legs. He just has a feel to play the position at quarterback. He has great pocket presence. He has some good weapons around him. They have a great run game. And the reason they have a great run game is because the threat of him running scares so many teams. When they run the RPO, they don't know whether to key in on Brian Robinson or Eckler or whether to key in on Jaden Daniels. He could pull the ball out at any time. And honestly, man, he's definitely the rookie of the year, runaway rookie of the year. And the performance he put on was spectacular. I chose the Detroit Lions to win this game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. I think most of America did because we felt like Jaden Daniels had a great year. He's a great quarterback, but we weren't sure that this guy was going to come in and take his team to the NFC Championship in his rookie year. At least I wasn't. And Washington Commander fans, I know y'all feel great about the position you're in. And it looks like drafting him over Caleb Williams was the best choice they could have possibly ever made. Like, that guy is dumb nice. And he's fast as shit. And he's accurate with the football. And he just plays quarterback the right way. He's a great quarterback. Washington Commanders, y'all really got one with him. He's going to be a star in this league for years to come. Yeah, he's truly amazing. Like, I'm lost for words. Like this performance he put up was just absolutely spectacular, man. You got to just take your hat off to a kid like that. That Washington football team is absolutely dangerous. Dan Quinn has came in and changed that entire organization from top to bottom. This is a team that was picking number 2 in the draft last year. And for them to come in, win 11 games, and beat two teams to get to the NFC Championship, like, come on, man. You can't ask for a better season than what they're doing right now. They're just absolutely firing. They're clicking on all cylinders. Great run game, good weapons, and great quarterback play. That'll get you far. Jaden Daniels, he does not turn the football over. He's one of those quarterbacks that takes great care of the football. He looks at all of his reads down the field. He's not just coming off one read and looking to run. That's his last option is to run. And he has such crazy athletic ability. You would think he just wants to run all the time. No, that's not the case, man. He wants to stay in that pocket and throw the football. If nothing is open, then he'll take off. And that's what I like about him the most, man, because as a quarterback, your job is to throw the football. You know what I'm saying? You're not a running back. Your job is not to run the football, which you might be called upon to do that sometimes, but you want to throw the football out of the pocket and you want to be accurate and deadly. And that's what Jaden Daniels has been. Like, he's been truly incredible. I got to give him his flowers. He's a monster, man. Good luck to any team defending him. Good luck to the Eagles next week. And if they make it to the Super Bowl, good luck to any team that got to play them, man. Like, truly, he is amazing. Absolutely. As for the Detroit Lions, I truly feel bad for you guys, man. It was an incredible season. You guys only lost 2 games all year, got the number 1 seed in the NFC, and things just didn't end up working out. Jared Goff didn't, he was underwhelming, to give it the best term I possibly can. He just wasn't good. The offense did okay. Jameer Gibbs was balling, but it just wasn't enough, man. You couldn't match the output that Jaden Daniels was given, and too many bullshit penalties and a lot of turnovers. That really cost the Lions this game. And I want you guys to hear from Dan Campbell what he had to say about the game and how he felt about the game, because he was very emotional after the game, and understandably so.
You know, what they put into it, a lot of people don't know, what they go through. You have to get up. Bodies beat to shit. And, mentally stay locked in and do those things. So, long season. What happened on the 12-man field penalty? It's my fault. It's my fault.
Meek going down so early change you guys' defensive game plan?
It didn't change what we did. It hurt a little bit, but KV did it. Came in and did a good job for us. He competed out there. He competed.
Past one, has Jameson through? Will you just take us through practice and then, it seemed
Which one?
The one that Jameson threw?
Yeah. Yeah. I would have liked for him to run, but, listen, take a risk, and it didn't work out.
So you guys heard what Dan Campbell had to say about the situation. Truly heartbreaking, man. Detroit, they were the best team in the NFC all year, like I said. And for them to go out this sad, I'm lost for words, man. If I was a Lions fan, I would be sick. But you got some foundational pieces on that team. A lot of injuries this year. I mean, more than pretty much most of the league. They were dealing with a lot of injuries to a lot of starters. So they could bounce back and come back and be a better team next year. They're going to lose both of their coordinators, but they still have a good roster, and I think they'll be okay in the long run. Now, let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my goodness, Saquon Barkley is a monster, man. You put that guy behind a real offensive line like they've done, and the sky is the limit. He wasted his career in New York, and he's really flourishing in Philadelphia. They are some killers on that offensive line, and he just finds the hole and he explodes, man. He is the best running back in the league by far. Philadelphia, you got to feel good about your chances moving forward because that guy is an animal. And so is Jalen Carter. Golly, what a game changer. I really thought the Rams were going to pull that one out, especially at the end when they got to stop and got the ball back and they were only down 6 on the 15-yard line. But Jalen Carter took it upon himself to say, no, I'm not having it. I'm gonna get this sack. I'm gonna end this game, and that's what they did, man. That defensive line wreaked havoc. The Rams defensive line was great as well, but Jalen Carter, man, he's a different breed. Like that guy is a monster. Jalen Hurts, he played okay. He's the equivalent of a game manager if you've ever seen one. If you look up the definition of game manager, that's exactly what Jalen Hurts is. He had a decent game. He didn't turn the football over, and he made the plays on his with his legs, and he made the plays with his arm when he needed to. So much respect to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Y'all did y'all thing. Saquon is really that guy, like truly. Like I was lost for words how fast that man was running in the snow. It just makes no sense for a man to be that big and move like that and be that shifty. They have a great offensive line. They have a great defensive line, and that's what it's about, man. If you can win in the trenches on both sides of the ball, it's going to be hard for a team to beat you. And the Philadelphia Eagles, they showed why they're one of the top contenders in the NFC, and they showed why they're probably the best team in the NFC after the Lions got exposed. So much respect to Philadelphia. They pulled this one out 28-22. It was a close fought game. The Rams, they kind of blew it, if you ask me. They were right on the cusp of winning this game, but like I said, Jalen Carter just said no. Jared Verse had a great game. Matthew Stafford had a good game. Matthew Stafford actually had a great game, if you ask me. He was hitting receivers. He was accurate with the football. That throw to Puka Nakua was just chef's kiss, man. Like Matthew Stafford played extremely well. The LA Rams are not used to that climate. They're not used to playing in no weather like that. So for them to come out and play the way they did was amazing, man. I truly thought the Rams were going to win this game, especially at the end. When Saquon took off for that long run, I thought it was over. But that's why you never know what happens in the NFL, man. It's never over till it's over, till it's zeros on that clock. And the Rams, they fought back. Sean McVay is an amazing coach. They have a great defensive line as well. Jared Verse is a monster. Brandon Fisk is great. And they're rookies coming in doing this. So the sky's the limit with the Rams. As long as Matthew Stafford is still playing, I know he's a lot older, but the rest of the team is pretty young. So I think Sean McVay is going to have them boys humming for a long time, man. They played great. They started off the season 1-4. It looked like the sky was falling, but they bounced back and they won a lot of games and they went on a run. And they truly could have won this game. I thought they would have, but the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line was just too much, and it was a lot of mistakes on the Rams offensive line. They were letting passers through. You got to double team Jalen Carter. You can't let him come through. Not him. Maybe someone else, but he's one of the best defenders in the entire league. So for them to fight and compete the way they did, I got much respect for the Rams. That was a great game from start to finish, just a great, gritty, hard fought game. That snow was coming down like crazy. And for the Rams to play the way they did, man, I just got to salute them boys, man. And Sean McVay, they got a great staff over there. They got a good roster over there. And this won't be the last time you hear about the Rams. Trust me, they're a good team as well. But Philly and Saquon was just a little bit too much, if you ask me. So that's my opinion on the divisional round of the playoffs. I'm gonna make a separate video about the Ravens and the Bills because I couldn't fit that in this one. That game deserves its own video in itself. That was a truly amazing game that I was looking forward to all weekend. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But besides that, man, it's your boy Trey Mace with Famous Mason Sports, man. And we out, man. Peace.